Hello, my friends. It's year 15, week number 767, and this week, it's New York Tech Week. It is still week number 767. There's just a lot happening this particular week. And I thought rather than try to cram everything all into one single video or just leave things out entirely, I'm just gonna do overtime. Do 2 videos for this week. There's a lot of tech-related events going on all throughout the day, and I'm going to my first one here. It's happening here in this building right behind me here. We're in Flatiron, and this is an event called AI and the Future of the Creator Economy, which sounds perfect for you and I. Thanks. Hi. How you doing?
Honestly, you should check it out. Their brand identity and design and everything is really cool. Like that's why they reached out to us back when we were in LA, like because they saw our billboards.
I have no idea what actually goes down in this building here, but that looked like, it reminded me of like the scene from The Social Network where they have like the open office space and it's just a bunch of like people working on their computers. It looked like that kind of a thing. Oh.
Going down there?
Yeah, I'm going this floor here.
There you go.
Thanks, man.
So we couldn't make out, but that's actually.
We came to the wrong location. I met up with this person here is working the event, and we realized that we're the only 2 here who are not in the right spot. So we're gonna walk. It's just up the street here, like a mile away, but we're gonna walk over to the correct location. Thank you.
Yes, down the hallway, you make a right hand.
Go this way. My friends, I finally made it. We were in the wrong spot at first, and then I think they changed the location, but we have arrived. Hello. How you doing?
Good. How are you guys?
Good.
So feel free to create a name tag for yourself.
This is very exciting. There's a lot of people in here right now.
Our panelists today are all doing really interesting things in different areas of the creator economy. Sammy is a creator and also the founder of Social Currency Media. Christina used to lead influencer marketing at Pepsi and has since founded Social Feed, a consultancy that advises brands on how to work with creators. And Daniel is the founder and CEO at...
Okay, we have just left the event. First of all, look at my tripod right here. That is a official Kevin Isomoto creation, an Olipop microphone stand is what I call that right there, my friends. To be completely honest with you, I did not gain a lot of knowledge from the talk. A lot of the talking points that they had mentioned were just very broad overview things that, you know, you kind of hear online a lot when people talk about this type of stuff. So nothing new in terms of the panel, if I'm being honest, but I think the real value that you gain out of these things is the random happenstance conversations that you have with people who are also attendees of the event. Now I'm heading over to Brooklyn to go to my second New York tech event. All right, I have a New York Tech Week hack. Okay, I'm calling this my New York Tech Week hack. Now, as I explain this, keep in the back of your mind that during all of these activities, we're trying to optimize for having conversation with the other attendees there. Now, with that in mind, I kind of notice a trend whenever I go to these types of events. Picture this, okay? You're in a crowded room, people mixing and mingling, networking, if you will, okay? And then in comes me, and I'm carrying a camera in one hand, a microphone in the other hand. It's a very odd thing to look at, okay? But I think that when people see me, they ask me things like, are you the event photographer here? I think people think that a lot of times, based on my look, that I was hired by the event to do some coverage for them. And so then I get to explain to people, no. This is like just something I do for fun. This is the vlog. I get to tell them about the vlog. And so I'm thinking, my theory is, and my personal New York Tech Week hack as a regular non-tech person is you just have to carry around some sort of an accessory. And for me, that's the camera. It's the microphone. Every single person has some association with photography and with cameras, whether you're a photographer yourself or you at any point in your life have posted anything to social media. When people see a camera, it lets people's guards down, and it's like one single touch point of familiarity that when they see me walking around with a camera, it's like a nudge for them to come over and start conversation. And I believe that simply by walking around with my camera and microphone, that visually seeing a character like that, as goofy as all of this stuff looks, it allows me to have more conversations with people by having all of this stuff than if I were to show up without it. We are now in Brooklyn. I'm walking into my second New York Tech Week event here. This is at McCarran Park. Now, the directions say this is a women's and non-binary folks event. However, it does say anybody can attend if you just sign up. So it's a no boys allowed type of a situation, but if you sign up, they'll still let you in. The name of the event is called Auto Rejected and Over It, so I have a feeling it has a lot to do with people dealing with applying to jobs, LinkedIn. So we're walking in, it's in this is the venue right here. Go ahead. Yep. Oh, sorry. No problem.
We are a startup that's actually based in Canada, and what we do is we are a women in tech networking group. So we have a membership. Yeah, thank you all, and go ahead and network. I'll send that in like 5 to 10 minutes. Thank you.
Four hours later, the event has ended. Day one of my New York Tech Week has concluded. We're going home, my friends. It's the next day, and it is time for a run. 2 weeks ago was that Brooklyn half that we did. I don't want to lose that ability to run long distances. My next race is in 2 weeks from now, but it's like a shorter race that I don't need to train for. Because I don't have any big races that I need to train for, there's really no incentive to keep up the running, you know, especially the long distances.
How are you?
Good, how are you doing?
The last day of the project, I think.
Last day, really?
Yeah, this is my twin.
This is like some bamboo action over here.
Oh, yeah.
Really cool. Oh, totally, yeah. But I'm going on a run right now, so.
You're going to see this a lot.
Oh, totally, yeah. I've been seeing them everywhere. Good luck with everything. My thought is if I just maintain a consistent, 6 to 8 mile runs every so often, when we do go back into training, it won't be such a harsh jump point back into it. I just fell during my run. I was running across. I'm okay. This is like a very minor. It's like a 2 on the scale of pain level, but on the scale of pain or mental pain, like embarrassment, this is definitely like a level 8 or 9. So I was crossing the street right here. This is the Chambers Street stop right here. I was standing at that cross signal, running at full speed across the street here to that end over there, and somewhere around here, maybe it was this little guy right here. I tripped on something in that little vicinity, and I completely just tumbled and fell right there in the middle of the street. A knee scrape. and then elbow scrape right here. And then like I would call this a 0.5 out of 10 on the scale right there, the hand. No broken skin, but there is gonna be like a little bruise there, I know. This happened right here on the corner of Broadway and Chambers Street. I could not have chosen a more embarrassing street corner for me to fall down on. Very embarrassing, very embarrassing. We're going to finish the run all the way back to Brooklyn, baby. These are my stats right here. Also, cup microphone. Look at that thing. We're in Brooklyn. We have arrived. This back here is that's the venue right there. This is a art and wine event. That's all I know about it. All right, in conclusion, does our Tech Week hack work? Absolutely it does, okay? Do people want to come up to me and talk to me about cameras because I'm holding a camera? Absolutely. This type of conversation happens frequently. Would I still be having these conversations without the camera accessory? Who's to say, you know? I actually have no idea. I just feel, in my opinion, that when I show up to these tech events where I know nothing about tech, but I still want to make friends at these things, I think having things like the camera or whatever this thing is as it applies to you, these are the things that allow us to become relatable to everybody else in the room. Thanks for watching the video. If you're new here, we make one of these videos every single week. We're going for the world record. This has been year 15, week number 767, officially the end of week number 767. Next week will be year 15, week number 768.